Have you ever wondered why your life feels the way it does? Why some people seem to attract constant chaos while others radiate peace? Why some find beauty in every moment and others only see pain? Could it be that what we experience outside is nothing more than a mirror of what's happening inside? Is it possible that every face we see, every joy or sorrow, every challenge or blessing is not truly out there, but a projection of what lives within our own mind? Welcome back, Soul Family. Such an honor to be with you again on this path of awakening. Today, we are diving into one of the deepest and most transformative truths of the spiritual journey. The truth that reality as we perceive it is not fixed, is not objective, is not happening to us. It is being created moment by moment by the contents of our own consciousness. This may sound unbelievable at first, but stay with me. By the end of this video, you may never see the world the same way again. Let's begin with a fundamental insight from ancient spiritual wisdom. Mind precedes all phenomena. In other words, the other world rises from the inner world, not the other way around. Think about dreams. When you're asleep, your mind creates entire landscapes, people, conversations, emotions, feels completely real until you wake up. Now ask yourself, what if your waking life is also a kind of dream, a projection of your inner beliefs, fears, desires, and karma? What if your reality is not happening to you, but through you? Let's explore how this works. Imagine two people walking through the same city street. One sees beauty, the architecture, the colors, the music, the kindness of strangers. The other sees ugliness, pollution, noise, cold stares, filth. The street is the same, but the perception is radically different. Because their minds are different, one carries gratitude, the other resentment. One has trained their attention to look for joy. The other has trained their mind to expect disappointment. And as you think, so you feel, so you act, so you live. Your thoughts are not passive, they are generative. They shape your energy, your emotions, your relationships, and ultimately your destiny. If you believe people cannot be trusted, you will notice every betrayal and ignore every kindness. If you believe life is a struggle, you will resist every opportunity for ease. If you believe you are unworthy, you will subconsciously sabotage every gift that tries to reach you. This is not punishment, it's not fate, it's projection. You are not seeing the world, you are seeing your mind. Let's dig it deeper. This truth is not just psychological, it's spiritual. In Buddhism, there is a teaching called a mind only, which holds that all phenomena are mere appearances within consciousness. There is no solid world out there. What you experience as reality is your mind interacting with your karma, like a projector and a film reel casting an image onto the screen of awareness. When your karma is heavy, the film is dark. When your karma is light, the film is radiant. So how do you change the movie? You don't yell at the screen. You don't try to paint over the images. You go back to the projector. You clean the lens. You choose a new reel. That reel is your mind. This means that to change your life, you must change the way you think, the way you see, the way you interpret. That is the greatest power you have. Let's talk about karma. Karma is not a system of punishment and reward. It's simply the law of cause and effect. What you put out through thought, speech, and action returns to you in some form. May not be immediate, but it is inevitable. So if your life is filled with pain, ask, why is this happening to me? But what am I still carrying that creates this vibration? What wounds have gone unhealed? What beliefs have gone unquestioned? What emotions have been suppressed? Until you examine those inner patterns, your outer world will continue to reflect them. Let's take an example. Man believes he is unlovable. Maybe this belief started in childhood, from neglect or criticism. He grows up and enters relationships, but every time someone gets close, he pulls away, or sabotages the connection, or chooses partners who are emotionally unavailable. Then he says, "See, no one ever stays. I must be unlovable." But it's not that the world is proving him right. It's that his mind is projecting his fear and creating the very scenarios he dreads. This is the cycle of suffering. But here's the good news: it can be broken. When you begin to watch your thoughts, or really watch them, you start to see the connection between your beliefs and your experiences. When you bring compassion to your inner world, your outer world softens. When you change the way you speak to yourself, the world begins to speak differently to you. This is not philosophy. This is practice. The practice begins with awareness. Start by observing your thoughts like clouds in the sky. Don't attach, don't judge, just notice. What patterns keep repeating? What stories are you still telling yourself? What fears are you still feeding? And interrupt the cycle. If you catch yourself thinking, "Oh, this always happens to me," pause, ask, "What if it doesn't?" If you say, "People never understand me," ask, "What if I chose to communicate differently?" Every question opens a new possibility, and possibility is the seed of change. Let's talk about the collective. You often look at the world and despair, violence, division, greed, injustice. And yes, it's real, but it's also a mirror. If enough individuals are lost in anger, fear, and selfishness, the world reflects that. So changing the world is not just about protests or policies, it's about consciousness. When you raise your vibration and when you choose love over fear, forgiveness over blame, presence over distraction, you ripple that out into the field of collective awareness. You don't need to fix the whole planet, you just need to clean your corner of the land, and together, we begin to see clearly. Let's return to the heart of this message. You are not a victim of the world, you are its co-creator. You are not stuck in a nightmare, you are dreaming with the power to awaken. And the moment you take full responsibility for your inner state is the moment you begin to reclaim your power. So what do you want to create? Peace, start within. Love, start within. Abundance, start within. The outer world is a canvas, where mind is the brush, where emotion is the paint, where intention is the vision. The masterpiece is waiting. Thank you for joining me today on this journey of remembrance. Something in this message touched you, please share it. Let's build a community of conscious creators who don't just talk about change, but become it. Like, subscribe, and if you feel called, become a supporting member. Your energy helps us continue to share these truths far and wide. Thank you for watching this video. May you wake up to your own power, and may your world become as beautiful as your heart is capable of imagining.